Hello, we're going to be reading about cell organelles, um, and this is on page 69, 3.2, cell organelles. Sorry about that. Like your body, your eukaryotic cells are highly organized structures. They are surrounded by a protective membrane that receives messages from other cells. They contain membrane bound organelles that perform specific cellular processes, divide certain molecules into compartments, and help regulate the timing of key events. But the cell is not a random jumble of suspended organelles and molecules. Rather, certain organelles and molecules are anchored to specific sites, which vary by cell type. If the membrane were removed from the cell, the contents wouldn't collapse and ooze out in a big puddle. How does a cell maintain this framework? When eukaryotic cell has a cytoskeleton, which is a network of proteins that is constantly changing to meet the needs of a cell. It is made of a small protein subunits that form long threads or fibers that crisscross the entire cell as shown in figure 2.1. Three main types of fibers make up the cytoskeleton and allow it to serve a wide range of functions. Microtubules are long, hollow tubes. They give the cell its shape and act as tracks for the movement of organelles. When cells divide, microtubules form fibers that pull half of the DNA into each new cell. Intermediate filaments, which are somewhat smaller than microtubules, give a cell its strength. Microfilaments, the smallest of the three, are tiny threads that enable cells to move and divide. They play an important role in muscle cells where they help the muscle contract and relax. Cytoplasm, which you read about in section 1, is itself an important contributor to cell structure. In eukaryotes, it fills the space between the nucleus and the cell membrane. The fluid portion, excluding the organelle, is called cytosol and consists mostly of water. The makeup of cytoplasm shows that water is necessary for maintaining cell structure. This is only one of many reasons that water is an essential component for life. However, many chemical reactions occur in the cytoplasm, where water acts as an important solvent. The remainder of this chapter highlights the structure and function of the organelles found in eukaryotic cells. As figure 2.2 shows, plant and animal cells use many of the same types of organelles to carry out basic functions, and both cell types also have organelles that are unique to their needs. Several organelles are involved in making and processing proteins. Much of the cell is devoted to making proteins. Proteins are made of 20 types of amino acids. They have unique characteristics of size, polarity, acidity. They can form very long or very short protein chains that fold into different shapes, and multiple protein chains can interact with each other. This almost limitless variety of shapes and interactions makes proteins very powerful. Proteins carry out many critical functions, so they need to be made correctly.